Quest for treasure, 80. Take 1. Welcome back. Another little park here. This is the second park on the shoreline. Another day. Figure I hit it up. It's got really old stonework and olive trees. This is the foundation of what was a huge old motel here that went all out on the water that's torn down. So no, we're not going to jump the fence, of course, but we can work the edges of it and stuff. And the park that during better days was, I mean, this lake was rip-roaring back in the day, so it saw its stuff, you know. First coin, first hole, and yeah, modern copper. We're going to try and break the copper barrier today. Come on, look at the moss on these stones with this olive tree. Okay, second hole, second coin. You guys tell me in the bottom comments if you would start ignoring penny signals at this point, or if you just dig them all because you should. Kind of weigh in on that. Let me know down below. 1984. Okay, next find. Found it by just scuffing after I got the signal. And this one's 71. Getting older. Right by the front wall of the old hotel. Okay, here's the next one. I just flipped the plug up. And there she be. We got modern quarter. One of the Connecticut Clod commemoratives. Connecticut Clod commemoratives. Say that a bunch of times. From, oh heck, they're changing everything. Well, this one's from 1788. Awesome. No, it's from, what, 1999? Is that how you tell? I'm lost. Where's the date, you guys? You're getting weird. There is no way to tell on my, from these solid copper signals, or silver. It doesn't really discriminate on my, goes that way, Nate. See the brown? Didn't really discriminate. Tuck on my machine. So I gotta dig them all. That's what we're doing. Onwards and upwards. Okay, this was a screaming little signal, and I got it down to the dirt clod. Oh, there it is. Okay. We got another modern quarter. And let me clean it up. Shivering. God, chilly it is. This one's another thingamabobber. But it looks like, oh man, the date's on there somewhere. Some millennial coin, that's all I know. But it's a quarter, 25 cents here in the United States. Current currency. Base of this big old tree that's been here for a while. I'm hunting signals under it. As people sit there, it gets so hot. Oh, where'd you go? That's funny. Did you fall out on the ground? You did. I hunted it down to the Clod, and I was going to show you. Hunted it down to the Clod. 1971. Real red penny. These ring up so high. My thing can't tell the difference between them, a dime, a gold nugget, a lead sinker. But it's good practice. Put back my little hole here and move on. Okay, there's been another detectorist before I did any of my videos here. So totally separate on their own. Good work. Plugs are awesome. There's only just a couple that had root issues, so I spotted them, touched them, and realized that they were plugs. Because I hit a whole barren area that must have been gridded off. Yeah, I see the structure that was here. Okay, well, I'm going to try and hit out this little point here that's not fenced off beyond the old hotel and see what we can find. So I'm hunting in these willow roots down here. You see the old level of the cement? See it buried in this beach? So I was on the beach hoping everything that had washed out would be there, but it's so deep. So I'm down here. I got a signal. It was really good, it was really elusive, and it was really stuck in the clay and the roots, and it's really just a bolt with a rubber on the inside. Okay. Here, let me show you the beach of this, what the beach is made out of here. You see that? That is all obsidian and volcano rock and cool stuff. Pieces of pottery. But literally, if you look, the whole beach is made out of that, and about 90% of the ground around here also. So, but remember that every time me and you are wandering around, we find half-worked pieces, and so they're not exactly artifacts. You know, they're just things that were worked on and then tossed down. So anywhere where you see this amount of accumulation, and you know that people were living for a really long time, you know that just like we're picking them up and throwing them down now, people had picked them up, half worked on them, and then tossed them down. How you can tell worked on edges is when you see all of the little nappings. You see that? Nap, 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 nap. Instead of the big fractures. So big fractures are natural, and you can get little ones, but when you see them in rows like that, chunk, 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 that's like flecking, flecking, flecking. So those are pieces that might have been worked halfway, and then it snapped off, and they tossed it down. So a lot of these are just tossed downs. You can see where tips were started. I mean, we're right downtown in Clearlake here, so habitation tends to build on top of habitation. You can see where, you know, every different person in all cultures, different levels of craftsmanship. You see them start to do stuff, but there's also just the different natural types too. Some that has a lot of air blown into it, and it's see-through silicate glass. Look at the sun coming out for you guys. But yeah, it's a great place to come and get all the different shades of obsidian and collect it. I've made my collection, so I'm not gonna fill up anymore today, but you could spend all day long just walking along, picking out your most favorite pieces. So, yeah, and it's just beautiful, beautiful see-through stuff. See that? The bands of different colors in it. Give these gravels a walk through with the metal detector as you go. Look at the different shades. This is obsidian also, but it went so gray. Breaks sharper than surgical steel, down to the molecule. So it's still the sharpest stuff that we have, and we do use it for brain surgery. Electric radish for the day. Magnetic radish. Aluminum radish. The ground is just covered, but if you have an eye for it, and if you're willing to let your mind realize that any of these could have been manipulated for a tool, then you start to see it. You can see how this one broke naturally, big and smooth. But what does that make good for? Well, all you have to do is work down to one side, and you start to see the intricacy and the purpose and the aiming. And there you have a knife, just that instant. Nice smooth edge. And that'll just lay there and be unrecognized, but if you look at it compared to the rest, you can see it's a tool. So that's what you can let your eyes do too, is pick out some of the biggest that are here. You can see their shape. That one's hard to tell. And a lot of them are just big and beautiful. Look at that. Looks like the clouds, huh? Okay, I see lots of debris and lots of human stuff, and we're right at the edge of the wall of the old hotel. I'm sure there was balconies up above this. We're gonna look through this a little bit. How's that sound? Yeah. Well, making me work for it, man. Okay. Good show, though. That one was down there. And, there's a plug right next to it now. Let's see. 1988. Okay. Okay, I switched up parks on you. I don't know if this one's been hit yet. I got a signal right off. Yeah. Here's our first signal. And okay, do you see it? There we are. It was promising to be a dime. We've moved out of pennies. Let's see what year it is. Are you silver? Are you silver? Let's see your date. 1999. It's not. It's a regular modern. But moving on up. Guys, run for my money here. I mean, there are a million plugs, and they're excellent little plugs, but they are here and there everywhere. But you missed another one, and I got it. So this one's darker. Let's see what it is. Good thing. So I know there hasn't been there long, but man, it was a good 6 inches down.